Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Next Step Espresso, your daily shot of fitness. I am your host, as always, Johnny Landals from Next Step Nutrition, bringing you the podcast that helps you overcome nutrition and fitness confusion and get results for life. Today, we're on episode 443. I get a lot of feedback about being too basic and being too simplistic and being too beginner, I guess. And I do try to produce some more advanced content occasionally for the podcast and for the blog, but I understand the importance of keeping things simple. For those of you listening to this podcast, we at Next Step Nutrition are aiming to help the overweight population improve their relationship with food, end up losing their body fat, and being able to have the knowledge to keep it off, and then start their journey into weight training to build strong physiques and bodies that they're happy, proud with, and are resilient through aging to old age. And that's what we want to do, right? We want to educate the people who are so confused around food that they don't know where to turn to. They don't know what to eat anymore. We want to help the people who have tried extreme approach after extreme approach and get them into a sustainable eating habits, sustainable exercise habits, and get to a place where they're actually, and in order to do those things, you don't need as much advanced information as you think. If you look back to last week's episode, when I talk about the amount of info you actually need, overcoming overwhelm, and getting the thing that you need to take you forward, if you're just looking to lose the unwanted body fat, if you're just looking to put on a little bit of muscle, if you're looking to lead a healthy, balanced lifestyle, then the basics will take you very, very far. Actually, probably as far as you need to go. And even those of you who are listening who might have performance aspects, you are going to love the Energy Availability podcast in 2 days' time. But even for those of you who are looking to perform, it comes down to frequency of training, it comes down to adequate rest, adequate nutrition, drilling the basics over and over and over again. And so when people say, your stuff is too simplistic, my answer is, well, have you gone through those basics well enough? And are you doing them consistently? Because if you're not getting adequate sleep, if you're not getting in plenty of movement throughout the day, if you're not resting adequately from your training, if you're not applying progressive overload, if you're not eating enough fruit and veggies, if you're not eating enough protein, then you're not going to get results, right? And doing carb backloading, intermittent fasting, carb cycling, carb periodization, keto, taking CBD, which is completely pointless, or taking some other supplement that's just come out that has no research behind it, and taking supplements at all, right? If you're not getting your energy in the right place, if you're not getting plenty of nutrition through the day, then all of those things are literally just like pissing into the wind. You are wasting your time. And actually, we keep things simple because when things are too complex, one, you don't understand them. You have no idea what to do with that information. And then that just makes you shut down, right? If things are too complex, they become scary. And if you are scared inside at the information, then you'll just shut down. You'll revert back to previous habits that may or may not be serving you. You'll just refer back to basics and primal instincts. You won't be able to move forward and adopt new habits and new behaviors that are actually going to serve you. So why do we keep things simple at Next Step Nutrition? We keep food and exercise simple because that is the way that you can enhance the quality of your lives. And if you actually look through the basic habits that we talk about on this show and in our blog and in our content on a daily basis, eating enough protein, fruits and veggies, sleeping, going on walks, weight training, then you're going to get great results and you're going to live a very healthy, balanced life. So when in doubt, keep things simple. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys. I really appreciate all of you who take the time to listen or watch the podcast. If you are watching or listening to this and you haven't yet hit subscribe, then do so, right? Hit subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. There are plenty of other YouTube videos that get put up as well, not just off the podcast. So if you haven't already checked out the channel, then make today the day that you head over there and click subscribe. And let's keep diet and exercise simple for the rest of our lives.